right, folks, we're here back for a new year, 2025. Let's get it, right? What's going on, everybody? Get in, get settled. Happy Thursday. You know what? If it's a Tuesday or Thursday, somewhere around 12 to 12:30, you know I'm here. And we got a lot to get to. Seems like a quiet start to the year, but not really. Whole bunch of stuff going on in terms of harmonic pattern strategies, signals, all of that cannot be ignored. So get it right now. Hey, after all that promotion, I am not going to bombard you people, except with this. Get the 2-week free trial. Send your TradingView username to hpc at sr-analyst.com. Hey, tomorrow we're doing that invite-only strategy session. You'll get the email if you have subscribed. You're a trial user. You're a subscriber to me. It'll be posted in the Discord. So if you're not connected with one of those, you're going to miss out. That's it. No more discounts. Okay? And that's it. Let's get to it. Great to see everybody. Everyone back. Hope you had a good New Year. Did you party on rookie night? What's up, Hugo, David, as always. What's up, Justin, my man? EJ, Phil, Crypto, Echo Leaf, everyone else. Settle in. What's up, guys? Couple of big moves. Couple of big moves to start the new year, and I think let's just go to the king, Bitcoin. And I was really bummed Michael Saylor didn't invite me to his party. I mean, come on, man. How many subscribers do I need to get invited? I know I'm not a Ben Cowan, but we got a great crew. Anyone know Michael? We got to clue him in on harmonic patterns. He doesn't need any help, but we could give him one or two little insights he's probably not seeing with Bitcoin. Something like this deserves a big arrow, like that. Big yellow dot setting off the return move. Right? Everyone thought I was crazy. And here we go again. A lot of people saying Bitcoin going to 70,000. Oh, I don't know. Where do they get that? We've got a counter trend signal. We have a counter signal bullish in a major bearish zone. More than 30 bars. The bearish pattern lost its mojo, folks. It lost its mojo December 11. And now we had HSI give us the signal 10 days ago right there. We have the check back and we get the one and the second bar. And now we go. XRP, XLM rocking off of their dots. We'll get to that in a second. And, these are the subtle signals you're not going to get anywhere else. So, again, if you miss the discount on the software, what is a couple $100 when you're talking about this kind of precision? It's just not even, it's why I don't discount. I do a Black Friday discount, but if you want to wait till November again, you're going to miss out on a mega move. 2025, I'm hearing also people say, well, the fifth year in the decade is first year in a presidential cycle, fifth year midpoint decade. Are you kidding me? Are you seriously? With what we've got coming, the tax cuts, the easy money, what happens when they remove the debt ceiling, right? Because debt and market capitalization, as long as that debt keeps increasing, which it will, they have no choice but to keep that debt moving, rocking, that the markets continue their inflation. Talk about generational opportunity, folks. This is day one. This is day one of what should be. And for all of my folks that are here, guys, get serious. All right? I can't implore you enough. You're not happy with your financial situation. You don't have a clue on where the markets are going. Get serious, size it up with us, buckle up because, listen, it's going to get easier because every retracement pattern is going to be a massive continuation opportunity. All last year, I was kind of thinking about the fact that maybe what we're looking at is a .com 2.0, where which is where I came into the market. You know, I placed my first trade in 1992, right out of college. I just started a little dabbling on the phone. There was no online charts, online brokerages. Are you kidding me? It took me a couple years to really get with it, but by, oh, I don't know, 95, 96, I think I had a clue. I really didn't, but I had a clue. Now you guys are getting it all served up, decades of knowledge into an automated software with crypto and tech and all of this craziness, fundamental, amazing backdrop that has come together now. I have to emphasize this, especially for the younger, newer traders, that you guys are stepping into a golden environment. And they will come and they will go. Look, we thought .com would go on forever, and then that thing busted. Talk about like a New Year's bust. 1999, New Year's Eve into 2000, the millennium, it was over. That 3 to 5 year run, really, it was like a 5-7 year run, but boy, we missed it. We missed it because it took 3 to 5 years to recover from that .com bust. So you get it while you can. Get it while you can. And right now, Bitcoin, listen, that's going to end up being a big continuation signal within the trend where, you know, this open bar trigger at about 92.5, yeah, I that might be it. And you guys remember when I said back in the summer, was that the last test under 60K? And it sure was. Well, now what we're looking for is the last test under 100K. So I don't really get it why the market would come down to 78K and then bang, here we are in a 4-hour chart. What is it? It's a type 2. Big bat pattern. I don't think I went over this enough on Tuesday session, but there you go. 92,751 is XA886 of the December, the whole December retracement. We retraced the December rally, came back with a bat. And look, speaking about needing big arrows, there's T1 up to T1 $sign, back to T2. Folks, this is why you get the software. You get it to make money, you get it to learn, you get it to understand harmonic pattern framework for the rest of your life. And then you have a clue. I mean, it doesn't take long to get a clue. But you really, you know the levels. And I don't care what your methodology is. You need to be able to distill whatever you're doing down to a zone, a level, some kind of confirmation with some idea of targets. And so if this is a type 2, and it is on the 4-hour, we're looking for 101.851. 101.851 on this recovery bounce. Come on, Daniel. You know better than that. How can we be rolling over? Yeah, big Baba Booey, Wayne. I hear you, man. Great to see everyone trickling in. What's up, Neil, Jose, Leo, Daniel? Love you guys. Snipes. Where you been, Snipes? It's been a while, right? Hunting Crypto. Love the posts, man. I've been following you on Twitter. Really great charts. Check it out. GoldenEye, Happy New Year's to you too. And let's just be clear. You guys know that, my job here is to clarify the bullshit and get to the business. And this is what it's all about. Like, if we've got signals and patterns and confirmation, that's what we need. Bitcoin up 2.3% today, up $2,000. Ain't nothing. God, Michael Saylor, that guy is really, he's amazing. The kahunas on that guy for the last year. Think about where he was. all the garbage he got a year ago. It was like 1 year ago today that he assumed the throne. Seriously, because Bitcoin truly fulfilled the Sailor prophecy. And then, so does Bitcoin go to 13 million in 20 years? Like he's saying, I don't know about that, but I think you have to consider where we are now of $1 million Bitcoin, and it might not be this cycle. It's definitely not this cycle, and it might not even be in 4 years. But by the end of the decade, and that's how we all should be thinking. Major moves, major positions. To me, it's a lot like 2022 when we were at that inflection low. And I kept saying to you guys, this is the decade low, and then we want to be playing this for the rest of the decade. If you're here with us today, especially new folks, welcome, and let this be kind of the step up in your trading journey so you really can master the amount of cash that is to come. And the other thing is we think that everyone knows about the markets. They truly don't. It's remarkable. Maybe you've been around family, friends around the holidays. How many of them were talking about the markets? Not many. Not many that I know. And I don't even think Bitcoin, a couple people talking about it, but people weren't really raging about it. Maybe a year from now when Bitcoin's at 205, 210, they'll all be talking about what happened in 2025. Oh, that's cool. Oh, QQQ just tanked. Yeah, we're not worried about the Qs. We know the Qs and S&P are on a type 1 retracement. That's it. Awesome, man. We'll get to that in a second. We want to embrace the retracements, folks. No chasing. Bitcoin, Justin, my man. Justin, you must have been walking into your house like a king, brother. With all the grief your family has given you after the last few years that I've been hearing from you. You just like walk in there with like a crown on your head. Good for you. I'm glad. I'm impressed too. You held the VE chain in a cup in the galas of the world, and really, that's what's going to win it for you. That's what's going to create saucer separation in your financial world, to where in a year, 2, 3, 5 years, you guys are in just a different spot than your peers. And that's why you come here. That's why we do what we do. I do the show, make it fun, educate about harmonic patterns the right way, because there's been so much BS in the past that we have set the record straight. Great stuff. Great to see everybody. Yep. What's up, Red? Ouija Whammer. Target 1 here on BTC technically wasn't reached. What do you mean? Yes, it was. It was hit perfectly. The 4-hour BTC was like a one-off, and it was a classic reaction. On a 4-hour chart, it took 6 bars. 92,750, 97,828, my man. And now back for T2. There's your dot. Checks back, and now we go. At 101, 101.8, 102, I'd be looking for something like that, especially with the daily dot. Bang, daily dot, guys. It's a counter signal. I know it's tough to see, but what are the last couple times we had that there? October of 24, and then even back here, September 24. And go back, if anyone has any doubt to what harmonic patterns were saying back in the summer, back in that massive 382 retracement to 49K, we didn't flinch. We were looking for 1025 by the end of January. We got it. We're retracing. It's a reaction currently. I want you to think about 2 dates. I want you to think about January 21st, of course, big inauguration. And then where are we going to be April 1st? I think we'll have some bumps between now and the 21st until we can really get our man into the White House. Okay, let's clear out the zombie president currently sleep at the wheel for 4 years. What a disgrace. But it's over. And I do have to say, I personally, my attitude has changed dramatically in the last 8 weeks. Like I was feeling this sense of dread the whole last year. But now I feel there's some hope. Hey, Trump's got to prove himself, but I don't think these guys are messing around. They are not messing around. And again, I didn't choose anybody in that election, and I'm very hopeful, and I really want to see results. If we get it against what is expected, yeah, it's full on, guys. I mean, we should not think that this market should not put at least 15 to 20% on the board for the year. Of course, we've got some things right now. Yeah. But after this retracement, my hope is we get a nice retracement consolidation phase into the 21st. And then by the end of the month, we really start to perk up. So that's the deal with Bitcoin. And we got some real interesting crypto specific plays right now that we should take a look at. Before the specifics, let's take a gander at the total index. Crypto total market like this. Okay, did not get the perfect check back. That's the only disappointment I have, much like Bitcoin, but it's a continuation so far. Let's see what goes on. This is the big deal that I mentioned on Tuesday. Get this above 50, and we're in business, and we are in business. So use Harmonic Strength Index. That's what that indicator is all about. To get that, we're above the 50. It's a 50 breakout by all means. And then it is now confirmed with amplified. These are all critical yet early signals. We saw that back in September. And what did it do? It led to a massive rally. So we are in position at the moment. Yep. All right, total 3. I'll flash that up. Get the dead weight Ethereum out of the way. I like total 3. Same deal. Okay. This might even be better. Counter HSI against, look, massive pattern. Okay. Massive. Like this. Let's forget that bat pattern because we have the counter HSI. We're not going down, and there's enough time transpiring here to say this has got some development. And now with today's move, all right, that 50, this is an important signal everyone should be looking at. Get Harmonic Strength Index. Get amplified, which is confirming. Not only is it a break above the 50, but folks, that's important too. This breakout above that prior inflection, which is above the 50, it is one of the strongest bullish continuation positions you can be in. This is good stuff. Really, you want to see crypto move? Now you have it. I mean, I would argue that it's a lot like what you had right there back in early November. What happened? Rocket. Is this wave 2? Let's see. Today's day 1 of that potential continuation. Total crypto 989 billion. Target. Look, the target. Remember that bat pattern? And then the type 2 back here we talked about back in August. It looked like garbage. I mean, people were ready to throw away their crypto. But I was like, no, not with a perfect T2. It wasn't symmetrical, but that was sweet. 535 billion, then it doubles. We should be looking for higher prices. I like total 3 for this fact too. It's a connect the dots XA. B's at a 618 perfectly. Sets you up for a bearish crab eventuality. And that gets you to like 1.65. Yeah. I like it. That's nice. Nice. And this should start now. I mean, that what this should be against that weekly signal is that's a one-off, one weekly bar down, come back, immediately go to 1.1 trillion. Hold me to it. Hold me to that 1.1 trillion, please. And I think we should see that in the next, if not this week, next week. What's up, Pat? You got into Solana at 180? Nice trade. I like it. We'll get to Solana in a second. Yeah, that's good. Guys, you couldn't ask for a better position of this. I'd love to see what's that weekly. Look, I like this weekly turning back up right there. That's weekly. And the only other thing I want to see on the weekly, I want a green bar, 2 green bars, and then we're back in business. That means this was just a temporary 50 test. A lot going on. More than people realize. More than people realize for sure. Heck yeah, let's go to Solana. Sure. Solana is like this. Listen, we were looking at 195, 205. I'm fine on Solana. You know, you want to trade it, by all means, but check it out. Weekly deep crab. Boy, it would have been perfect to hit that 166 level. You had some things, though, on a 4-hour. There you go. 168. Didn't get there. Maybe that's just a trade, my man. Oh, this is what it was. It was a 4-hour butterfly. So, yeah. I mean, okay, there you go. The question was, is Solana just a trade? Should he got in at the butterfly, well done, software paid for within one trade. Target 1209. Yeah, I would say that that reaction segment, that's done. That's all good. Why not take it? We'll get plenty of opportunities, guys. So, and we're looking for these type 2s anyway. Yeah. Absolutely. Take a look at that. That could be it. And then, it would not surprise me to see Solana come back one more time. Come back to 182 maybe. For one more retest to get the perfect T2. And then go. Yeah, I would say it's okay to trade these. Take profits. You're never going to get hurt. And don't yell at me if it goes to 230. But I don't care. You don't care. If you go from 180 to 210, well done. Take a victory lap. Come back in the next day. That's a great move. Here's a couple of specific things that I'm looking at right now, guys, and then I'll take your shills, your requests. I think the AI stuff has set up. AI got crushed. Okay, and now setting up Render. Good old Render. Back at $7. That was 11. There's an example of why you would want to trade this kind of thing. Render's also a crab pattern down here. Where's my crab? It was a type 2. Hold on. I'll have to come back to that. I thought I had the crab. More important is the yellow dot, which you're seeing a lot of. I mean, there are, with this most recent retracement in the last 2 to 4 weeks, depending on your crypto, we're in a perfect spot. And for a lot of those people that have been around all December, you guys know this was the thing we're looking for. To have the reaction off of the bearish pattern. I mean, bullish to bearish up at 11, 1080 was the XA. To at least target 1, which was 850. Okay, but bang, there's your dot. It hit T2 at 657. You're looking at lows right there. You have a dot trigger, Puts you somewhere around 720. And what we're looking for is the return move now on render. And this is so many charts. And I think we're now in a sense of completion for these reactions, depending on your crypto. We got exactly what we've been talking about for the last 2 or 3 weeks. Let it do the reaction. And now let's set up for the return play. Back to 1080, back to 11, maybe even higher. This is a very powerful back-to-back setup. So be aware. Be aware that that's kind of what's going on. I'm really liking it. A couple more, of course. Listen, XRP, XLM. Well done, boys. Nice job. XRP. Yellow dot. Was that New Year's? Yeah, that was New Year's. Clock struck midnight. Bang. 205 was the dot, and now it went to 240. We got to break out of this flag, pennant, wedge, whatever you want to call it. It's like that. Is that a one-off move? Maybe. Maybe something like that. Maybe a little bit more work, but there you go. Yellow dot. HSI. Consolidation bound back down to the dot. I'm still long, as I told you guys. And same with XLM. We had some really, this Gartley. Remember the 4-hour Gartley? We talked about this on Tuesday, right at 204. Beauty. Now we have a crab, so I'll leave this for our next show. But we're, you're back to back with the confirmation. Sweet. We're checking back. Great. One more 4-hour bar and we'll get a dot and we go back to 227. That's the framework in action for everyone. And let it do its thing. Probably some more consolidation required within this wedge, but we're looking for this kind of eventuality. It's getting squeezed. XRP, I still am still favor the long-term cycle target of $5.50 to $6 this cycle, this year. Of course, we're going to go up, we're going to go down. You go up to go down, you stair-step this puppy. This is the next step in the process. If we get back to this 227, maybe a little bit lower, and pop a dot, that should be the last retracement. If we're going to break this out, it's going to go like that and then just go. So we're getting closer. And Stellar Lumens. This is another one. Beautiful T2 Shark. How about that? Right off the hop at 33.3 cents. Type 1. Back up for the 2. And now you have a dot. So more consolidation. That segment is probably done for right now. But I'm looking at this kind of stuff. Like, can we resolve the correction that started about, it was almost 6 weeks ago, but can we do something like this? Can we break out after the dot and really get going? Something like that. I'm watching that for the larger move, and I still have a chunk, as I told you guys. Still have a chunk. Chris thinks it's ready. I hope so. Hey, there's a first step in the process. I will say this. To get out of that consolidation wedge, I would look for something like this with XLM. And it's just a standard technical move. Come back, kiss the top end of that downtrend channel, which is somewhere around 35, 37 cents, and then go. 130 is the cycle target for this one. That hasn't changed, but we'll have a little more work to do. I like it. That's the daily. I think there's hourly. There was some back-to-back action. Interesting 1-hour continuation. Oh, this is what, yeah, a blown out crab. This is a blown out pattern. Interesting. Maybe XLM is ready. Maybe it's ready. We're going to have to watch that. I like that. And the other one is Stronghold. And I haven't sold any of that. And it's a large position for me. I sold a big chunk of XLM. As I told you guys, like 53 cents. I sold a big chunk of XRP and I started getting back into that. But SHX, I haven't sold. It's actually a little too illiquid. But there you go. On the hourly, we're back up here 1.4. I'm not too worried about this. You know, maybe it consolidates, but look, longer term, this thing has held firm. And we had a 4-hour. What impresses me most about Stronghold, which is just do a little research on it. It's related. It's kind of like the third partner in the three-way between XRP and XLM. That this is held impressively. Really, I mean, look at the all-time history. We're all-time highs. Relatively new here, but again, I'm looking for 5 cents from current levels. So great move. Can we get above, like get back above 1.6 cents and then really start a major move? Hasn't even begun yet on Stronghold. What's up, B-Sonic? What's an honest question? Coinbase has a daily withdrawal limit of 100,000 per day. Yeah, I know that kind of sucks. That definitely, you know, that's definitely, you shouldn't have those kind of restraints on it, but so be it. But you should be able to get, look, if you've got more than like $500,000 on Coinbase, my suggestion is get over to spread out your money a little bit. And I'm speaking from experience because I got hacked. They didn't get any money, but I got locked out of my account. It took me about 10 days to regain access. Freaked me the you know what out. I was really disappointed about that, and I've actually cashed out on Bitcoin and bought some of the ETFs instead because of the large position I had. So literally, if you've got more than, I would say, yeah, if you got more than $500,000 or so, and you don't have another crypto exchange, spread it out. That's the only thing that bothers me about crypto is that kind of sketch factor that they target you. And the hack that I had earlier in the year really was garbage. It just annoyed me. So I had to take other precautions, changed phones, changed everything, and spread it out to several exchanges. It scared. Guys, I had a sizable 6 figures. I mean, like, I probably had more than 500 on that. And I always hear these crazy stories about people getting hacked and losing 20, 30. When I got locked out, and the thought of losing 6 figures, like a big 6 figures to some kind of hack, until I got access, I was freaking out. I mean, I was definitely freaking out. I was like, I'm never trading this crypto again, and I reduced my size. I went into the Bitcoin ETFs for security purposes. I don't do cold storage, although everyone's telling me I should. But even that, I mean, come on. I'm going to put a couple $100,000 on a cold storage wallet and then just have it somewhere. I don't know. But again, spread out your risk. Anyway, let's move on. I am protected, triple security factor, all of that. Ledger, Justin saying Ledger. No, I didn't put 400,000 into XLM at 10 cents. I had 600,000. I had like and that was a different exchange. No, but I had, look, it was a big move, B-Sonic. XLM was, yeah, that was my biggest move. Well, yeah, it outpaced Bitcoin. By the end of the year, it outpaced Bitcoin. Seriously. No, I didn't tell my wife. Are you kidding me? If I told my wife that we were hacked, she doesn't need that kind of garbage. She's on a need to know basis by her own preference. I'll think about getting Ledger. But I know a guy that's got like 100 Bitcoin on a Ledger, private security. Okay, and I would never be comfortable. Like, imagine having to travel, and you've got a cold wallet, cold storage sitting. I mean, where do you go with it? You got to go with it to. You have to go with it to put it in a safety deposit box, right? Anybody in here have a sizable amount on a cold storage? Where do you keep that cold storage wallet? Do you keep it in your house? Seriously, like, I want to know, like, and if you keep it in your house, why would you do so? Like, someone could come in and they could steal that cold storage wallet. Even if they don't know your access codes, the fact that you could lose it. You have two, Claire says, next to your gun. Well, hopefully your gun's in a different place so that when they take your wallet, they don't take your gun too. I hear it. You guys have good offerings here. You have backups. You have multiple cold storage wallets. I agree with that. Listen, maybe put like a handful of Bitcoin on one and a couple on another and put it away for your kids. But I would still not. Yeah, you're right. Who said that? AC2760? I wouldn't rest easy. I wouldn't. I'd always be concerned about it. I mean, that's why I took a large chunk and I went with the ETFs because I know those brokerages, they're insured. I'm not telling you what brokerages I'm on, but the mainstream brokerages. And so just let those ETFs ride and speculate like hell on these other T coins. I got it. Well, let's move on. Thanks. Yeah, the ledger itself is just a USB stick, Chargers. I hear you. Anyway, let's get to it. Curtis wants to look at AVAX, and I think I'm hearing a whole lot about AVAX. A lot of buzz about the Avalanche. What about it? Well, lower high at 50, that doesn't help the situation, but like the rest of them, we're waiting for the signal, and we got it yesterday. I like this down here. We had a crab pattern right up the low on AVAX. And now we have a dot as of yesterday. Can we do a third return move? Of course we can. I would be looking for, I guess like that was 35, now 39, so you're still deep in the hole, but go back, retest one more time, maybe $50. I like this. We're seeing commonality across all of these markets where HSI, it went up to the 50, you bounced, now you're breaking out and hit the return move where you're going back. And Avalanche again, this is a really sweet spot, folks. Especially new people with the software. I send everybody strategy videos, all of that once you get with the trials and you subscribe. But this 50 point, that 50 marker, that was the signal back in September on Bitcoin, on total index, that sent it into oblivion. And now we've got another repeat set up here on the daily. I like it. I like Avalanche. Anything under 40 is probably good. And then are we going to finally make the move back to 50 or above the hop and reclaim? Can we really reclaim the big moves? I mean, is Avalanche really going to do the run to retest 886 all-time price recovery targets. And I like the structure. Here's Avalanche on the monthly, guys. X, A, B at a 40. That means it's a bat pattern. 886, the C point, and then a converse 886, 132. That, look, we're 39 currently. We should be playing for 132 from this spot. If all of these triggers are right, which I think they are, then what we're looking at is a massive low, and it should get going. Let's say it this way. Let's start the 30-bar countdown. We should see dramatic progress. Consider that yellow dot the end of the T2 move. Even though we didn't hit target, we're always looking for the first of the T2 level or yellow dot confirmation. So the clock is ticking. I would say Avalanche, you've got till the end of the month to really start doing something. So the play would be to look at Avalanche under 40, anywhere under 40, quite frankly. Maybe we get a little bit of a pullback at one more time to, like, what's that green line dot? 36.42. Maybe a little more pullback, but look, if this cycle is going to explode, clock is ticking. I mean, it is ticking. So that should really expose what's about to happen in the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks. We'll know. Keep me to that. Whoever put that up there, I think it was Chris. Need to put that up there. What's up, Nico? Nikhil, Josie. Hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the software. I did notice that you purchased it. And of course, I'm going to play favorites to anybody that purchased the program. He wants to look at Floki. Floki's like this, guys. And wasn't it Kikis Maximus saying something about Pepe too? Here's Floki. We'll get to that in a second. Elon Musk, are you crazy? Dude's, you're living among legends, kids. The guy like this. Floki, 16,732. 16 millionths of a penny. No dot yet. No dot yet, my man. So what about 4-hour chart? We should have, especially after the last couple of weeks, we should have some patterns. And there you go. Big 4-hour bat pattern producing numbers. So I like it. And I think, all these meme coins are going to have their day. What's the exit strategy on Floki? Interesting. Look at that. That's a nice weekly chart. I have to say. That's a chart that's building steam with real potential. I'm telling you, the retracement of the last 2 weeks, I think, is a massive gift to all of us to get it on a discount. X ABCD 127. Reciprocal wave, like 43 millionths, something like that at a minimum. And if we're going to go super crazy on Floki and do like a 314, 3618, yeah, that's possible. What about Pepe? Because I didn't get that. I was, I really came down with a nasty respiratory flu right around Christmas. So I was sleeping half the time. Hence why there was no show last week. Pepe, didn't he post? Justin, you got to clarify what went down. Elon Musk changed his profile image to the Pepe icon. Was that correct? I think so. And so it's like Doge. To him it's funny. Hey, I can move a $50 billion market or something like that. Well, why not this one? If he's going to start saying Pepe, and I don't even know what that Kikis Maximus coin was, but I saw that went up to 10x in a few days. And that's the madness and delusionary. What is it? The McKay book, Madness and the Delusionary uh, something of crowds. That's all we're dealing with. We're dealing with FOMO, but we're using the harmonic levels and harmonic patterns to show where these patterns are defined, overbought, oversold, critical levels. Bat pattern back in August was spot on. Not a perfect type 2, but that should be an important continuation on Pepe. Thanks, Justin. Yeah, Steven. Thanks, B Sonic. Appreciate it. No, I'm not doing fart coin. I'm not doing it. Come on. Neil wants to look with a more reputable meme coin, Harry Potter Obama Sonic dog whiff hat crap. Yeah, that's a lot more reputable. Dot, my friend. What's up, Neil? How you doing? Yeah. Dot should be the start of something nice. And that's at $2. 185 to be exact. Anything on the 4 hour? Kind of a crabbish. Back here in a bat pattern at 208. Yeah, you're a little overbought right now, so you needs a little more work. But here we go, another buy on the retracement. A lot better than it was a month ago. You're here 60+% retracement. That's what you want, right? We want to buy them on retracements. Listen, 2025, you will be rewarded for buying on the retracement. You heard it here first. And even better, buying it on the retracement pattern. Just be patient. Keep aware of that. Mal Paul wants to look at based Chad. Is that Giga Chad? I'll look at that as the last MAME thing. I think the guys, I'm thinking stuff like financial and gaming makes more sense than, say, Giga Chad. But check out what Giga Chad did on the 4 hour. That was a nice bat pattern after it got crushed at 3.8. You're a little overbought. That's the 4 hour chart. But yeah, I know people are going to try to run this and then they're going to say, told you so. Like what's his face? Murad did. We got to probably get Ponzi back here to talk about these and give us a firm update on what he thinks, where he thinks these are going. Some have worked, others have busted. If you're buying a Hawk Tua coin and you get burned, that's on you. So if you get burned on these, that's got to be on you. This is totally just a speculative pool of money. Hey, it's working for now. Giga Chad at 7.8 cents, working for now. Not my cup of tea, but hey, you maintain that trend channel, go. Little overbought at the moment. Little overbought. I'm more inclined to buy more Bitcoin, buy more XLM, buy more XRP. Heck, even Cardano. Is Cardano done its correction? Can we get back in on Cardano? Dot, for sure. All of that around 87 cents. 90 was the 382. And incredibly, did we do a 50? Yeah, it was a perfect 50% retracement at 78. What you're looking for on Cardano here is really, it's like a 382. So anything under that 382 level, which is 92 cents, probably not a bad idea to get this for the next wave. And so I'm there. I'm back on Cardano. I had a big position. I bailed out, and I'm looking to get back in. And look, what do we have on a 4 hour chart, guys? Back-to-back beauties. Like that. So if we break out of this consolidation range, you got beautiful patterns looking left. I mean, beauty. 87 cents somewhere. Call it 92 to 87. Target that range. And remember, if the 382 all-time retracement range, that was the objective, and that was at 130. Okay, that was the objective on the whole move. From there to there, bang, up to 382. Well done. I mean, it was sweet. But that should only be a first step. Now what you're looking for, can we get a C point somewhere? It's hit the retracement minimum. Really, we just want a 382, and then I would say, okay, start looking. This one got to the 50 level. So seriously, that should be the beginning stages of a next wave where 886 recovery range for the cycle gets you to like 275, 280. Yeah. What's that about Becker's coin? He's a character. Who said that about Becker? Jonas. What's up, Jonas? Destra. Yeah, I know. You know, I follow him. He's a hilarious guy. I think he's, you know, he really hams it up with the videos. I don't know why he gets up at 2 o'clock in the morning, but he's a champ. He's killing it. That's probably why he gets up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Destra, that was his coin, right? I thought he had a Becker coin too. Isn't it desync? That's it? Oh, damn, check that out. Coming back. I think he's local. I'd love to meet him. I'd love to meet him and show him patterns like that. Look at that. 27 cents on the Becker coin. Destra Network. No dot, though. But I like it. Maybe come back. I mean, you hit T2 in a big rush. 43. That's probably it for now. How do you know? Well, look, on the day we're looking for target 1, we rush up and we brush target 2, and then it rejects. Those are early signs. Early signs of reaction complete. Think of it that way. He's a good guy. I like him. Anybody knows him, pass him my info. Tell him I said, yo. Tell him I think he's a badass. SUI for a whole bunch of people. Yeah, this is going to be one that runs, guys. It's only a question of where do we buy SUI. 434 right now. I've been looking for this pullback. I would say break it down on the 4-hour chart. Yeah, look, last HSI signal. Oof. That was a beauty. Right there at 398. A little overbought at the moment. I'm telling you, the dream comes in at 360, and I'll wait for 360. I don't know if we'll get it, but this is when patience and preparation come together to provide you luck. As Ben Franklin said, luck is the meeting of preparation and patience. So 362 is the 886 retest if we can get it. That, for me, that would satisfy the type 2 shark, and then we could finally get through this this whole wave to where we really skyrocket. And this is the other thing about, I'm very bullish on SUI. I think it can do amazing things once we get through all of this. If it can do amazing things, why wouldn't you just load up on it here? Because I'm not that kind of a trader. I want to be patient because that's how you get rewarded. So 362. Please hold me to that, everyone. Yeah, Justin wants to look at FET, right? Profits wants to look at FET. I want to look at FET because it's like all the AI stocks or all the AI coins. Overdone correction end of December. and in an A1 position. Look at FET with that massive crab pattern. You would have prayed for that a month ago. And everyone was saying, oh, I got to get in on FET when it was right at the hop level. And everyone's like, yeah, FET's going to run away. Nope. We were saying, wait for the T1. And now what did we do? Came all the way back down. On the daily, check it out. We've got dots. I mean, God. I can't emphasize enough what a sweet opportunity this is. It's another situation on the daily for FET AI. Big hype for the move into the deep crab. We were looking for T1 and the dot. We get it at T2, which is like 130. And you're not far away from being able to fat finger that thing, because you're looking for that to go right back above $2, 250-ish. For sure. Yes, sir. I like it. This is what patience gives you. Patience gives you opportunities like this, where you're thinking, oh my God, I missed FET. It's going to break out. I'll just buy 10,000 here at $2, and I don't care what happens until it goes down 40%. And now, I can buy 15,000 for the same price. To me, that's what SUI is like. SUI, it's going to go crazy. Just buy it now. No. Wait for the retracement, and then you can get 30, 40, 50% more than the current price at the proper levels with the clear signals. Yep. Justin wants to look at Rune, and I do think the gaming stuff, Becker's big into that gaming, right? I think that's how he made his big money. That's what he says. Listen, Rune, folks, what's here? A yellow dot. Triggered yesterday. Beautiful. So now we can start looking. Really, today's day one on Rune. And I know Rune and Phantom, they were just mooning right into some bearish patterns. But now I feel better about Rune in terms of, can this really finally get going from here and then really challenge all-time highs, please? Where I'm not talking 6, 7, I'm talking like 10.50, $11, something like there. Phantom's like this. Check it out. Phantom, same deal. And I might be going back into Phantom very soon, because I think this is the time where Phantom can really see a massive continuation. Why? We got dots. We got oversold. 4 hours like this. Where's my shark? Big shark. We should at least have patterns on 4-hour charts, guys. Like this. 81 currently with an overbought HSI. That's that red arrow pointing down for you. But I'll look back down at around 69. I like these. And for Justin, Gala too is the other one where, can that finally get off the floor? Gala was another one. It was like 6 and loses 50, 60% of its value. And getting ready. Why it's so nice is, listen, we've broken the downtrend. It's kind of like stellar lumens. Broken the downtrend. Can we come back down maybe 350 one more time? And daily was a dot too. Look at that. Look at that. And it actually hit T1 off of that extended, looked like it was going to blow out that crab pattern. But right there, Gala could be ready, guys. Finally. And we have a dot. And oh, look at this. I'm telling you, this one trick with the software, if you can recognize this position, we're up above the 50. We're breaking out. These are early yet critical Continuation signals. Justin, you need to keep me updated on Gala. On Gala. Maybe it's time to load up on Gala. Like even off of today's bar at around 3.7 cents. And the 50 level on Amplified, guys, this is prime. And like the last few times we've cracked this 50 level, here, look what price does, and here, okay, and even to a lesser extent, I mean, this really didn't move that much, but it was an early signal where if you're buying in that area, you didn't get hurt. You gotta like this stuff. Thank you. Thank you. One or two more. For Justin, I want to look at Celestia. Here's another one that is primed and ready to run. Oh man, look at that. Woof. Celestia might be one of the better ones because we had a full retest of the pattern and we had a back-to-back pattern. Bullish to bearish. Look at this. And now back down for the retest. Couple of dots. Anywhere around $5. You can fat finger that. And look at the 50 level there. 50. The only thing I want to see for Celestia, maybe in another day or two, get above the 50, and that should send it. That should send it. You guys can apply this strategy with the software on all of your favorite coins. All of them. Okay? Tomorrow I will go into detail in our invite-only session, 12 noon. It'll be on a go-to meeting about this kind of setup. Not only for crypto, but for stocks. So let's go to the stocks. And let's go to S&P quickly. We want the retracement. Embrace the retrace. And we getting one. Nice. Today. Down 47 on the futures. This is the ticket. Said this last week. We've been talking about this pattern for probably a week or two now. And we got it. 57.32. We're at 5,900. I said this on Tuesday when we were like 59.50. We have 200 lower to go. And it probably happens in this lame duck vacuum session, pre-inauguration. God forbid anything else goes down. Stay safe out there. But yeah, this is a zombie lame duck 3 weeks we need to get through. In that time, there's very little reason for the markets to rally. Very little. And for us, we want to see that deep crab come into target one, get oversold into this zone. This will not change. I will not remove these illustrations until we're down here lower. Just be aware. Larger trend is down right now, kids. Don't be trying to long stuff. There you go. Hitting oversold today on Amplified, but this is the bigger move. Get HSI oversold, right? We do that. We're then in business for a rebound, but that rebound does not really trigger 57.32, the minimum. If we got down to 5,500, even better. Embrace it. Embrace it. But that's the harmonic pattern framework in action, kids. For sure. This is why you do what you do with harmonic patterns. So you have that level of clarity. Oh, it's down. Maybe I should buy it. It's not even close to being down yet. Let it come into target one. Maybe target two. For the SPY, that's down around 550. 530 even could happen. Yeah, we don't listen. We're down here on a secondary retest for Amplified. That's several days of work before it could come out and return. And I would say HSI's got to do a full retest. Not much to look at. Really, just let it come in. Go take a chill for a week. Let this thing drop for you and set up for the larger recovery move. I really think it's a lot like what we saw back in August. Hard, sharp, fast, hit targets, and then inflect. Give us that inflection and go. The NASDAQ, same kind of a deal, looking for that to come all the way back down to 2K. Now 21,000. What are we? We're down 230 today. Great. Like really great. You want that. You want to see this thing give you that inflection. The weeklies like this. Looking kind of toppy even. But we're still within this trend channel. I mean, nothing really changes. But we're in the midst of this channel correction. And again, that's, I think, 20K. You're 21,000 right now. 20K, maybe even 19 and 3. I would not be surprised to see that happen pretty quickly in the next few weeks. And just embrace it as a part of the natural harmonic function of the market. That's all. I've been really clear on this. And so I'm still looking, another 1,000 lower is like a 4 to 5% correction from current levels. Let's get a 10% correction. That would be the healthiest thing for this market. Is 75K BTC still off the table? I'm not too worried about it. Not too worried about that. That's right, David, at the right price. That's right. You have to trade the market when it's ready to be traded at the right price. For me, that's S&P 500 at 57 minimum. NASDAQ's like 20K minimum. Let it happen. I'll show you the other thing. As much as I love Tesla, I think Musk is killing it. I've told you guys last time, and I've been saying this for, 10 days or more. Beautiful deep crab here. Software picked it up. Beautiful deep crab. That was at 444. And now we're looking for minimum type 1 pullback to 340. And I will use this as one of the primary tech stocks to be following to gauge when this correction will be over. They will throw this down hard, and we will get a beautiful oversold signal on the weekly. My target for Tesla is still $600. 12-month target. If it takes till January 2026, so be it. I think by the end of this year, we're back up in this zone at 536. But this is where waiting for the opportunity, the patience pays. Let it do the reaction. It's pretty clear now, right? And we talked about this a week, 10 days ago. And now it's like, how do you feel about it? Feel pretty good that target 1 at 340 is incoming. Not a big deal. Look, I'm as bullish as I've been, and I am going forward. I'm still respecting bearish patterns and reactions like this, because once these reactions are finished, they will define the retracement opportunities that will give you the sizable rebound moves to go much higher. No doubt. What's up, Snipes? Let's look at GCT stock. I don't know that. GCT, just because you're hitting it. You're asking me. Giga Cloud Technology. Nice chart. You'll get a dot. Let's talk about this next week. You need a bullish candle this week and a bullish candle next week. I like the chart. That's a nice one. It's pretty. Weekly confirmation setting up. Oh, my man. Beautiful Gartley, too. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. I didn't even see the daily pattern. I knew the weekly looked good. Daily's even better. There's a T2, kids. Target 2. That's a beauty. But I would still look for next week. And even with this yellow dot that came in on, I guess that was Tuesday, 1765. I like a lot of these. Let me go to some of the big ones, especially since today is the first show of the year. Listen, Amazon, love it. Bezos, king. He's got to pay for the wife now, so he's going to sell some stock. Make sure he takes care of the wife. And I think Amazon is something where by the end of the year you're up at 250, 253. But like Tesla, let's get through the type 1 reaction. So the next jump on point for Amazon is 201. It's not 219. 201. Are you patient enough of a trader to wait for it? I am. I definitely am. And I think, 253 is logical for the year. And remember, these are some of the numbers I posted where what we're looking at more like is a 1902 eventually within this larger cycle. Look, I know a lot of people are saying market's overcooked. We need to have some kind of bear market thing. No, I think we need to have an aggressive retracement, but that's it. And that retracement, whatever it is going to give us the opportunity for not only 2025, but I think something like Amazon, Tesla, the way that these are setting up, let them do these reactions, because once they come back down and Amazon gets under 200 by a scratch and then does its inflection, that's it. This is the launch point, continuation point for the rest of the decade. We want retracement patterns. They will be easy as long as you're prepared and positioned at that point to ride the return. Nasdaq down 197 at the moment. What's up, Red? Yeah, he's got to take care of that wife. Being divorced twice is not fun. Being divorced once, not fun. Twice, I think that's a challenge. I mean, usually it's better the second time around, and so I don't know if he really wants that. Can you imagine that prenup? Probably. Red wants to look at Dell, and so do I. I think that's another one. Coming down. Dell, 91. Yeah, I agree with you there, Red. Beautiful bat pattern. So we got a back-to-back bat. Does it stop at 115? This is Dell. Do we stop here, or do we come all the way back to 91? We're really close. At least you have a dot. I would wait. Yeah, this has got to turn back up. The other thing to note with something like Dell, I've been watching this, and I totally get what you're saying. This is where monitoring HSI, like HSI really would need to hold right here and turn back up. That would require a day or two of some bullish greenness. Not to mention, amplified, that's the play on Dell. Because once we get that breakout on the 50, that's where you get the acceleration. You're 115 at the moment. I can wait till 120 to then get the return move back to 143, 159. But not there yet. Not there yet. Excuse me. 1 second. 1 second. Yep, I hear you. One or two more. Yeah, let's stick with the big ones. What's up, Big Mike? Speaking of big ones, Big Mike wants to look at Meta. I don't know how these don't just keep going. Meta's got a daily dot. Daily, yes. That pullback triggers 587. But here we go again. Can you get above the 50? We're not there yet. Meta's, I mean, Zuckerberg isn't going anywhere. He will continue to dominate the world, even though he stole Facebook. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, look, not until these turn back up. I think Amazon and Tesla are the two to follow. I probably like them more than any of them because the patterns are so clear. And, Meta's super strong. I hold it. It's a forever stock for me. 2618 eventually to 865. You just need the next jump on point. Really quick, let's take a peek at gold. Gold, is this the year we crack 3,000? I think so. Strong close for the year. I mean, round of applause for gold and all the gold bugs. I give them their respect, especially the long-term ones. 2668 today. It's all about getting above this 2,700 level. What is it? It's a 1902 up here. Okay, you clear that 1902, then you go into full acceleration mode. There it is. Yeah, that's like 2740. And I do think gold's like this, just so we're clear. Next stop, we get above, we print 2751, 2801, something like that. Get above those highs. This is a 2618 for the year, 3,300. 3,300. First stop, above 28, call it 2830. Once you hit 2830, then we're just going to shoot the gap. Don't forget, we are into that seasonal time. December, January, a bit of November, maybe a little scratch of February, where it's seasonally bullish for gold. So we should be looking for gold to move now. What's that 4-hour look like? That's some oversold signals, continuation. Clearly, the market likes 2620. I like gold. I really do. Oh, it's a shark off the top. Gold dips now? No, gold's going to start going back up now. We probably make the run to 2,800, then we see. If it's really strong, we should see gold above 2,830 very soon. Even this crab pattern from back here, that was in November. Okay? That's a critical level. And as you guys know, I've been saying November, December, January are seasonally bullish. Well, there's the low. Second week in November, we start the move, retracement, next wave. We're going to make some kind of run to 3K. Maybe by June we make that run, but we'll know by the end of the month. You get above 2,800, you're in business for the larger continuation. Yeah. Definitely. Just get ready, guys. Embrace this. Okay? Embrace this. You follow Tesla. You follow the S&P because the patterns are so clear. Follow Amazon. All right? And look for this realization on daily. Yes. Okay? Daily, we're in a type 1. That's all. Between now and the inauguration, we're in a type 1, 5732. Use that as your guide. It's 150 lower from current levels. That could happen in 2 or 3 days. But we'll get oversold, and then we'll deal with it maybe in a week or 10 days. Look for HSI, okay? Everyone else, get on over. Get the software. You know what to do. And we'll be back on Tuesday. Happy New Year, everybody. Hope you have a great one. If you have any questions, get to me at harmonictrader@